time in a long time I've sat speechless in a movie. So the closing credits are now playing, as you can hear, and I literally have no idea how to describe this movie. I mean, I know it's filmed in Melbourne, which is in Australia. I thought I had words to say and to describe, but as I'm watching these rolling credits, I'm sitting here going, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to bring those thoughts to my mind. Especially since the film ends abruptly, and you sit there going, I want more, but you ended it. Why did you end it? I need to process my thoughts. So give me some time, then we'll come back, because I don't know how to word this at all. I thought I did. I mean, I had thoughts when I was walking into the cinema. I was like, this is how I'm going to word it. No. Alright, let's see if I can articulate my words, because my thoughts, I'm still sitting here trying to process my thoughts, and I don't quite have the ability to put together what I saw. Now, I went into the movie knowing very little, besides the fact that it was filmed in Melbourne, besides the fact that the young woman who plays Lily is Australian, and you can kind of hear the hint of Australian in her tone. She's trying to be American, but us Aussies know when we're trying to fake not being Aussie. It's the way that we pronunciate, it's the way that we announce our accent that it's really hard to cover. She tries, but we can hear it. There's just something. And apparently the whole cast besides David Dushman is Australian, which does not surprise me because it's filmed in Melbourne. Now, I went in knowing that this was supposed to be a chat show, a fictional chat show, mind you. But what I got was a lot different and a lot trippier and a lot more, how do I process this without feeling like I saw something real, if that makes sense. The movie feels more like a documentary, feels more like, I guess, found footage, because it literally has several lines that says they found this amongst whatever, and here's the footage from that night. But it is such a trip-tastic movie that you sit there going, I know this is fake, but I feel like it's real. They're playing with the elements of Amityville, because we know that is supposedly, allegedly real. And they're mentioning real 70s moments, which is Johnny Carson, and real 70s American references that if you're not American like myself, or if you're a little baby like myself who was born in the 90s and grew up through the early 2000s, a lot of these references will fly over your head. And I'm not going to lie, they did. But then as it gets into the movie, they play with this element of disbelief with magic. Which, I mean, if realism in 2024, not a lot of people believe in magic. Not a lot of people believe in this idea that it could potentially be real. I mean, I don't believe magic's real. And yes, I was a Harry Potter kid, but I don't believe magic's real. I've seen enough magic live shows to know your magic secrets. Yay. So it plays with that element, but then it kind of takes a 180 and flips the illusion on its head to the point that you feel like this is real, to the point that you feel like you're seeing something for the first time ever, to the point that you sit there going, there's no way that this is trick photography, this is no way that it's you know, gimmicks that studios create in order to create horror movies. You sit there full on believing that this could potentially be real. You sit there absorbed into this world, that you sit there thinking that the devil's coming through Lily, that everything is what it is, and there's moments where you sit there in disbelief because you're like, no, like what? I would say Late Night with the Devil's good because it tricks you into believing that this is real, but at the same time it feels very gimmicky, and it feels very that they're playing with fire, and you're like, all I need is a fire extinguisher and then we're done. But it balances that fine line between being fictional and fictional enough to be real, if that makes sense. It's that fine little balance, and I don't quite know how to articulate what I want to say. And this is the first time I think I've ever sat and watched a movie at the cinemas and actually been speechless. This is the first time where I want to say something, but I don't know how to. And this is the first movie that's ever done that to me. I mean, I've been seeing movies since I was a kid. I've been going to the cinema since I was a kid. I've been making videos and writing my reviews since I was 18. And this is the first time walking out of a movie where I'm in utter shock and confusion and don't know how to feel. And it's a horror movie. And yeah, Late Night with the Devil, alright. Alright.